Blessed morning, everybody. Blessed morning. I say I wanted to do this live because a lot of things going on and maybe we ain't paying attention. But it's about time that we really start to pay attention and take these signs seriously. A lot of us have a bunch of different careers and different things, so we mightn't see, well, we as farmers the see. I got to big up Tusa Jabash one time because on a level 2, he shared a video there yesterday with some cows and he showed a drought in the place and the cows coming looking across by him coming to him because at the end of the day they could see that there's greenage and there's food over the fence over there, you understand? And that says a lot, because we as people, we running from the farmers and we running from the local produce. Not saying that there are not people that's not supporting it, but the support is still minimum. But we're not talking about the support to the farmers today, so we ain't going to drift like on that point. What we're talking about is how no matter what, the animals always resonate to the green and the farm, you understand? And we as people need to pay attention to that, and which means at times we need to try and mimic certain things that these species and these animals doing, because it's a lot of signs. When you see ants moving with a lot of white things on top of them, they got rain coming. And like I said, I was a bit confused yesterday with how I see all the rainfall and the ground was dry. When I tell you dry, 10 years in a farm, I never witnessed nothing like that. And that was really, really, really a bit like, a point for me. So at the end of the day now, I was there with my Jamaican partner, and we was talking about it from the day before and saying, "Boy, how come it rained like that?" And cause he was there self with me the night on the farm. And the next day we talk about it, like how it rained and the ground still dry like that, And he mentioned to me, "Bye, just say bye, maybe John know what he doing, because if he send a big shower right now, we may get a serious earthquake or something, And bam, last night the rainfall again, And through the rainfall again last night now, this morning get up, the same thing, all the cars outside wet, the ground dry. Bam, just a little while after that, that's a little after 5, 6, I went outside, realized now, couple minutes later, earthquake happened. So I called my partner and just talked to him not too long ago and say, "Bye, you see that same thing we talk about? Look, that same thing happened." And he was surprised because, like we say it, but, we just say it. But there's a lot of signs going on. Now, I mentioned iguanas, cows, monkeys, different things like that. And why I'm mentioning that is because right now with all the drastic climate changes caused by natural evolution and caused by human contamination, the damage that we cause to the human that speeds up that evolution of climate change, a lot of things will shift and we wonder why. Monkeys coming down out of the hills now, of course, because there's no food up in the hills with the drought. So if we keep cutting down the hills and destroying the vegetation and different things in the hills, we're going to have to be living amongst monkeys soon. And we can't really, even though I'd be vexed with them, because let me show you something. I just be vexed with them at the end of the day because they just really cause a lot of destruction at the end of the day to the farm. So let me show you this. Even though now, remember, we're talking about climate change, we're talking about the depreciation of soil as well. Why all of these invasive species, why all of these things happening, and at the end of the day, how it threatens our food security, right? Now look, I ain't clean up in a couple of days because I just didn't have the time. I was out on the road doing a few things. But I pick hundreds of mangoes this season, right? But believe you me, I lose thousands of mangoes to the monkeys. Watch. Thousands of mangoes I lose to the monkeys, right? And they say no joke. And what I'm showing you is that we may take it for granted now. Look, Mangoes. Some of them dry down so you mightn't see them a little good. But look, mangoes. 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 Mangoes green, bite up. Mangoes green, bite up. Fresh. A lot of mangoes done decaying already. Bite up. Look, mangoes. And the thing is now, with all of this, look, I kind of all around here I'm going to show you. Don't have to rake up so much already and put them on a certain side. Look here too, mangoes. Come, we still going now. We ain't done. Look, mangoes. We ain't done. We still going. See? Now, a lot of people ain't realizing this. But even if I leave my farm for 1 hour, I lose hundreds of mangoes. You understand? So imagine I gotta leave my farm every day just for a little while. And look at the problem. No matter how much mangoes I pick, when they go up in the tree and they jump from limb to limb to limb, the mangoes falling. And when the mangoes fall and hit the ground, ain't nothing you could do because watch, it's black spots. So you can't even pick them up and leave them right. You understand? Mangoes, look. Mangoes. Besides the monkeys, you have the iguanas. You understand? Now, you see, the other day cows start to come. Just like Jabash, cows come inside. What they do? End up now, eat on my sweet potato patch. Right? Eat on my sweet potato patch. I had a bunch of mangoes. I just picked in a bucket, put them on top of the bench. They eat on all the ripe mangoes that I pick in the bucket and put them on top of the bench. Cows. You understand? What I'm going to do? Get vexed with them? I was vexed, yeah. I run them out of the garden. But then I think about it too. Just like what Jabash was saying. These animals hungry. You understand? And they ain't got no vegetation up in the hill for them to eat. So where you think they gonna come? The only places where got green farmland. You understand? And what you gonna do? If your place ain't secure enough, or if you got one little glitch in the entrance, the animals gonna come in. And it's the same thing when you check it out in the long term. If you don't really analyze it, it'll become a human thing. Because when things on the food on the shelves are food sky high and this and that, people going to start to come, and it done happening already. How much people jumping in people yard, picking mango, people picking breadfruit, people picking people papayas. You understand? It's a serious thing what's going on. And if we taking it for granted, you understand, when it hit us really hard is then only alone we just want to wake up, but we have to start to be proactive. So today self I say, I wanted to send a serious plea out to Jorendi, you understand, and to Omar. No disrespect, but you see the depletion, what going on with our soil, because it comes right back down to the soil. The more we don't take care of our soil, the more we keep cutting down the hills, the more we keep building buildings to make it hot, the vegetation going deplete. Once the animals can't eat, once the animals can't roam and fertilize the land, once the land ain't green, we as humans ain't going to eat. You understand? And we taking it for granted right now, but it's a serious thing. So ain't no disrespect, Jorandi. Ain't no disrespect, Omar, because no Omar, you know, sitting in as intern for the Ministry of Tiat. I know Vromi has been supporting Nature Foundation to do research with this monkey thing. We don't need no more research. I have a solution. I'm not gonna share it here because the problem is sharing it here. People go with your ideas and still they don't show you the support so you could continue coming up with great ideas and solutions. So I'm willing to work with other different people in these departments and put my idea on the table on how to get rid of this monkey problem, how to get rid of this iguana problem, and how to start reforestation in St. Martin. It is a serious thing that we need to consider, and not just reforestation, but food reforestation. I have to big up my brethren, Roland Van Reinen. I never meet him, but following his work and corresponding with him on Facebook, these are people, you know, Sadhguru, pushing the Save the Soil movement. These are people that we need not to take for lightly and listen to the words and the things that they're trying to teach us, what's going on around us. It is a serious time of people. We can't be taking these things for granted. So all I want from Jorandi and Omar is 3 commitments. 3 commitments alone. Your blessings and your support, and whatever it is that we ideas as an agricultural research and development center come up with to solve the problems, because nobody is solving the problems now. Number 2, I want a collaboration with Mr. Ronald Van Reynen to do a reforestation project on any piece of land where you give us to start. You understand? To set an example to do on other places. We want to just stop there, but we want to show you that it can work. And number 3, we need your commitment to Sadhguru's Save Soil movement. This is a serious thing. I know Sir Martin kind of running from it, but Little Anguilla right across the border, a lot of other different little Caribbean islands already supporting this thing. So we need to stop playing around and jump on board. You understand? And we can do it. I know we can do it. I know all you fellas have the power to do it. Are you in the seat, sitting down there? We, the people, put all you there. We depend on all you to do the right things. And this is a chance of one time in a lifetime commitment to do the right thing, fellas. Well, let me not say you don't do the right thing, but there's a lot of things too, you know, the people are judgmental about. But this one thing, for sure, is enough love and support, because it ain't about us, it's your children and your children and everything that going to end up with a desert. And I don't think that's something that we should leave for our children. You understand? So I pleading with you with enough respect. You understand? You know, usually I gonna come and I gonna cuss and I gonna this, because it's a lot of things still that ain't being done right in the country. But this one thing here, this could be done. You understand? And we need to think about the future. You see the droughts coming, the rain falling, and the ground staying dry. We gotta watch all of these things. And look, bam, earthquake today. You understand? Monkeys, all these different things invading. You understand? And we're taking it for granted. All these other different invasive species, even different bugs, plagues to the trees and plants. All of these things happening, and it's threatening our food security. And we need not to take it for granted, my brethren them. You understand? It is a serious thing right now that going on in the world, and I don't know, maybe I just always passionate about it, but I gonna just always continue to be passionate about it, because I ain't thinking about myself. You understand? I thinking about my children and my grandchildren. You understand? And the way things going now, there ain't gonna be nothing left for them at the end of the day, and for your children too. Even if somebody asked me the other day, they say, not asked me, they was trying to tell me the other day that real estate is more valuable than agriculture. And I understand where they're coming from, where somebody would utilize the land faster to build apartments, you understand, than to really plant up food within agriculture. And I understand that economical wise. But the reality is, real estate could never be more valuable than agriculture, because at the end of the day, you see, just like how COVID hit there, nobody couldn't pay their rent, nobody couldn't where you say had certain privileges and buy certain commodities that they usually wanted to buy. You see how that play out? What gets subsidized? What had billions and millions of dollars spent on food? You understand? So don't come tell me real estate going always outblast agriculture, because when shit hit the fan, nobody can eat blacks. You understand? Nobody can eat blacks. So we got to get serious about this thing. You understand? And try to really push green reforestation while trying to save the soil. Adding back them nutrients, more trees to add back nutrients to the soil. This is why the place was nice, luscious and green back in the day. Now we start to cut out, patch. You see what happening now? The place getting hot and dry. We need to do food reforestation. I support in Roland Van Reynen. I support in Sadhguru. I want you 2 ministers to jump on board and support that. You have my support if you support that. I know we may have our ups and downs. Me and Omar are always good. We never meet, never think, but the work I seen him doing and the little times that we meet and the things that he did support showed me that he is interested and willing to do certain things. You understand? And I hope in the same for Jorendi. I see you out there, my brother, pushing in different things, but there's also a few other things that we could jump up on, you understand? And I'm always willing to collaborate if you are willing to show support to the center and let we get some solutions done. Simple as that. No long talk, no up down. Let we just get to the table, share some ideas and get to work. Not really talk too much because we know the problems already. We don't know the problems. Mia Motley, you hear how she talked the other day? She say she feel like a parrot. You understand? Because ain't nothing doing with talking. We already know the problems. It's time for us to put the solutions into action. And I have a bunch of solutions if I are willing to support. Again, I'm not going to share them here because too much times we as local entrepreneurs, local consultants, our ideas get taken for granted and at the end of the day still don't get executed right. And it's not the point that, you know, you can't share idea, but you want to see it get done right at the same time. You understand? So love and blessings to everybody. I hope I really see the situation there. I picked hundreds of mangoes this season, trust me, but I lose thousands the same way. Because why? Deforestation in the hills, no food in the hills, monkeys them coming down. You understand? Cows coming to the farm. Guanas coming to the farm. All type of animals coming to the farm. The other day I met a pretty blue parrot up in one of my trees, you know? They're searching for places where have that abundance and lushfulness of green. And we need to put that back. We can't keep promoting St. Martin as a tourist island and then put people in concrete. They come from concrete already too. You know how much people like to just come here, sit down in the garden. Sometimes I have a 1 hour session and people end up sitting down here 3 hours, don't want to leave. We don't want to leave and we just great conversations about climate change and different things moving further. So, you know, more support given to the center, given to those that really want to thrive and make things happen, you know, is what we need. And I'm willing to work with Aya on these things. As Aya give Nature Foundation a lot of support. You see now recently too, oil spill, water contamination. We're taking a lot of these things for granted. And water contamination, oil spills is not now. This is history with gas companies. You see what they do in other places? So when our water get tampered with now, and then we ain't gonna rain, then what? And then we still encouraging people to build without cistern, you know? Yeah, we got to get serious. We got to get really serious. So enough with the talking self. We have a bunch of solutions as a center. We just need the support, the blessings, the financial, the physical support, and we can definitely be able to move forward. You understand? Because we're spending a lot of money on research, and what we're researching things that we don't know already. We're researching things from how long ago that people had done research already, and we could put those same money into projects. You understand? I can't support them kind of things no more. You understand? I really can't support them things no more. Because the time it's going to take when we're researching food security, are we researching this deforestation? The time we're going to take a year to research deforestation, we could have done grow 2-3 pumpkin, 2-3 banana farm, 2-3 okra farm, 5 plantain farm, all kind of different farm we could have built within that same year. So this thing about research, it don't fly by me no more. You understand? Put the money where development can happen, because there's enough content, enough data, enough research done over 50, 60, 100 years for us to understand already where we need to go. You understand? So let we not wait till it's too late. Let we put the things them where it significantly needs to be. That's most important. You understand? My blessings to everybody. I hope I really understand where I'm coming from. You see that little earthquake thing? I know a few of you comment on that little picture and thing I posted the other day because I was feeling confused. But, you know, it's not really confused. Sometimes you notice these little things within nature, but you want to know what's going to happen next. You understand? And if, you know, if something so simple could have been a revelation, Imagine what else is to come. How much other things we ain't observing. All this Sahara dust and thing. A lot of things we ain't observing. We just got it as dust and this and that. But why is it happening? And what will be the long-term effect on the people of the world? Not just we, the world. Because we self right now depending on the world to feed us and all too. So when shit hit the fan all over, guess what? We're going to be greatly affected. And we need right now to start to be proactive about that, my people. So again, Jerendi, Omar, I got my blessings if I want to do this. You understand? Because I ready to do this. And all I asking from you. Oh, and one more thing. I got to fly me there by Barbados to meet Mia Motley, you know, because that woman there, if I was she age, I would, yeah, that's a great woman to have in your life, I'm telling you. So right now, she is the voice of the world. You understand? Sadhguru, the voice of the world. You understand? Roland van Reenen, to me, he's the movement of the world, and all that inspired him to go that far. These are my inspiring people right now, and I hope that you guys can use them as well as an inspiration. Enough love and blessings. And again, Omar, Jerendi, reach out to me. Let me make something happen. Enough love and blessings, everybody. Love, love, love.